Hello, Scorpio. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your March 2020 playing card reading. I'm using the B playing cards by the United States Playing Card Company. And I'll also bring in some cards for you from Divine Doors by Andre Ingracia and Rockpool Publishing. This is a reading for the sign of Scorpio for March 2020, the sign of Scorpio. What are the messages we need to know for our Scorpio friends for the highest and best good? For our Scorpio friends, let's take a look, Scorpio. This Queen of Spades at the bottom of the deck. And so possibly some involvement with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, possibly. It could be also that in the month of March that you're simply having to look at things in a very practical, analytical manner. So there could be something going on in life that is creating a situation where you're having to do quite a bit of analysis and think about practicalities. Now we're starting out with the Six of Spades, the Seven of Diamonds, and the Ace of Clubs. All right, very interesting. Some uncertainty around money at this time. It doesn't mean necessarily that there isn't money, but it's just a question about money. And it looks like you're holding back a bit, trying to be very patient. And as I said, analyze the situation. I'm hearing you don't want to put a foot wrong. And this also could relate to some sort of new money coming in, or possibly some new relationships. That's also possible. And so strong financial sort of read coming in at this time. It could be also that you want to be careful about who you are communicating with about your money and what you need to do with it. Let me put it that way. For some of the Scorpios also, I mean, you could be in a situation right now where a lot of people would like to be working with you because you do have some resources at hand, let me say. It might not be financial, it could be something else that you have, but some sort of resources that you have that are, I'm picking up this idea of that's like sitting in a pool for some reason, that the resources are sitting in a pool and that there's some determination that has to happen about what will be made with all of those resources that are in this like pool. There are people, I think, that would like very much to help you make that decision, and but I think that you are wise to kind of hold back, take in all of the advice, but then decide yourself what needs to be done. The Six of Diamonds, all right, backing that up. The Queen of Clubs. And the Ten of Diamonds. Oh my goodness. All right, so Scorpio, again, we are seeing this message coming through. I'm going to say it, put it this way. It's probably going to sound kind of cliche, but that patience pays off. Patience pays off. Some of the Scorpios at this reading can find themselves actually in a pretty, I want to say, stable position financially, or we might say a very fortunate position. You know, this is something that I've been talking about for, it's been probably a year, I know, and I keep repeating it. And so for those of you sticking with me that are resonating, I'm I'm here to say it's just getting better, okay, which is wonderful. It's getting better. Not only do we have stability financially coming through, you've been very patient and very careful, very analytical about what to do with the money that's coming in, no matter what amount it is, all right? It doesn't matter. It could be a small savings, it could be something larger, but you've been very careful, very patient about this, and you're in a position, I think, where you can actually relax a little bit. Are you going to relax? I don't know, because the other situation is that it looks like there's also a windfall. There's some extra additional income or resources that are flowing into this pool. For some of you, traditionally, because it's the 10 of diamonds, we could be talking about a legacy or an inheritance for some of you. But if it is not that, it could be some other, all of a sudden, like I want to say like a bonus check, like you're getting a good bonus. Or it could be something like, if it's a smaller scale, it could be like getting some money back from your taxes. It could be something like that, which is always nice, right, to get. But whether it's something really very big or even smaller, it's just the idea of some extra inflow. I'm hearing cash, extra cash coming in. And I think that, you know, with the Queen of Clubs coming in, I am just going to say this, that I think there's a possibility that you might be discussing this and what to do with this extra cash, all right, or these extra resources. What you could be discussing this with somebody else. I'm going to leave it there, okay, and we're going to pull one more row of cards here before I say more on that. The Joker, oh my goodness, okay. The Joker, all right, that's a very happy Joker at this point anyways, let me say. The Three of Hearts, oh my goodness, all right. And the Five of Hearts, Scorpio, oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see this for you. I realize that, you know, there are many Scorpios that have been through a very difficult time, and it has been like, we're going to say like, you know, like the last decade or so, or longer even. Some of you have been through a really just a very difficult and trying time. You have been tested. And it looks like in March, I certainly hope that this is true for the Scorpios here. There is a big surprise that has come in over the springtime. This could be actually, I'm doing the reading in February. It could be February, March, April. There is a big surprise here and a lot of excitement. I feel that you are going to be freed up, Scorpio. Let me say it that way. You have been tied down for so long, those of you resonating, and I think you're going to get a sensation that you're going to look at. I'm going to tie it into that pool of resources. You're going to look at this pool and you're going to say, you know what? I have a little bit of freedom. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Your heart is just going to skip here. And it is going to be just a complete shift in the way that you feel about your future. I'm so happy to see this. You know, if this isn't the case for you, Scorpio, if you're still with my reading here and you're not resonating, please take a look at one of the other signs, your rising, your moon sign, anything that you have a stellium in. I do feel that this reading, and even from some of the comments that I've gotten from Scorpios, I know that there are some Scorpios that are really tracking with this, and there are others that are not. But for those of you that are tracking with us, I just want to say, you know what? You deserve this, Scorpio. It's about time. You've been very patient. You've been very careful about what you are going to do with this pool of resources, what you have done with it. now there's potentially the opportunity for this pool to even grow even larger, and I can just see you sitting down and taking a big sigh of relief, just saying, you know what, I can see that there's the potential for this to really come true for me. I'm very, very happy to see this, Scorpio. Let's take a look. I'm going to look at the card on the top of the deck, which is the cut, right? And then the bottom of the deck, all right? So on the bottom, we have Divine Guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. All right, very simple, but what a beautiful message, and really completely consistent with the energy that's coming into this reading. And it says, pass this card on. And so I'm going to take that as Scorpio, you might find yourself in the position to pass on this joy and this good energy that's coming in for you in March. And here we have on the back of this card, wow, this is really an interesting image. We have this, I'm not sure where this is located, but it just looks like an ancient doorway, right? Just from someplace very ancient. Does anybody know where this is? And then we have this image. It looks like like maybe a Tibetan monk or something, like the red robe, and entering in through this door. I want to say this, that for some of the Scorpios, I think that the dreams that you have long held and what you have wanted for yourself for a long time also has a strong spiritual connection. And I think that this sense of relief coming in could be related to the sense that, yes, finally this is all coming true, and that it is indeed fated. All right, and now we have this image of also very spiritual. It looks like sort of a Gothic entrance to a church with these three pillars and little statues there. Another sense of spirituality, wonder, discovery. I'm picking up the sense that there is so much in life ahead for you, Scorpio. Let's take a look at your message. Jude's song. A reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. And do you know what, Scorpio? I think that this acknowledges, again, what I was saying, that you have been through, many Scorpios, through a very long, difficult, and trying time. The timing is different for everyone, and so some Scorpios might still be in the midst of this, but I feel that you are moving through it, and that you can find peace in the strangest of places, but I really feel that that goes with this card here, but strange places in a spiritual and beautiful sense. All right, Scorpio, that is your reading for March 2020. I want to thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure and a privilege to read for you, as always. If you enjoyed this video, I'd like to ask you to give it a like and subscribe. That helps the channel so much, and I'll see you next time.